Mm. Okay. Today we don't have a quiz. No quiz, right? Huh? Yeah, I saw in the Telegram. Quiz not? Oh, wait. Another group. Let's check. Lâu rồi mày nó mới quiz đây, không biết thăm đa đây. Oh, that's my inform cho mọi người tới coi. Okay. 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 Okay, no quiz. Next week. Okay. Happy or not happy? Huh? You have one more week. Happy or not happy? Okay, good. Uh, if not happy, yeah, we can do it today. It's not too late. Okay, then. Okay, so yeah, we continue from here. Creatable input tax. Yes, as you know, as a principle of VAT. Hello. Okay. Yeah, as a principle, as you know that we can, like a taxable person can claim VAT input when they purchase for a taxable supply. Yeah, but of course you need to meet certain conditions, especially documentations and time frame. Yeah, you need to have a VAT invoice. You need to have custom declaration form, and you require to claim on times. They say it here. All taxable supply made during the month. Hello? Okay. Yeah, no quiz today. So we don't worry, no need to read, withholding tax. Yeah. Okay. So focus on VAT for now. Yeah. We have to claim during the months. But I told you, last week. But I told you last week. Does anyone remember? During the month, which means if invoice within a month, now March. Yeah, March. Today's 3rd. Yeah, 3rd March. So if invoice in March from 1st until 31st March, you must claim VAT input under the March VAT returns. But the rule changed from April last year that you can extend the VAT input claim for another 30 days, which means if invoice date March I cannot write. Okay. That's one no. Mina cái chui mà. Về trong nhóm mà mình PowerPoint nó sẽ. Okay, okay. Yeah, good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now we can write. Bây giờ mình cho trong vậy. Không về. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, come back. If invoice date. Now, based on the new rule, you can extend, which means you can claim, VAT credit. Yeah. No, I don't mean full screen. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I got it. Okay. Okay. Yes. Last point is that the credit only allow, as I already mentioned, only for taxable supply or maybe import for a taxable business activity. Okay. How we calculate, the input credit. Okay. So you're jumping around. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So here, now how you calculate the VAT input credit? I believe that your, your lecture note is in order. I don't know why it's, running around. Okay. So how you calculate this? Let's say October 2020 tens, you have what we call taxable value for import of goods. You import of good from overseas. All imports of good is a VAT taxable supply. And if it is value or tax base is 1,000, then the VAT for import is 100. So this, you pay this $100 VAT to, when you import, you pay to who? To, when you import the good into Cambodia, huh? GDT or customs? Customs department. Custom will collect VAT, customs department. Yeah, you pay 100 to customs, and you can claim this VAT input, VAT you pay to custom as your input tax. And you said custom department, so you can claim as VAT credit. Okay, let's assume you purchase, domestically, you purchase in Cambodia, other expense 200. We just assume that you can claim all VAT input credit or VAT credit. So if it is $200 purchase, VAT going to be $20. Okay. So when you purchase, from a local supplier, the VAT you pay to the supplier. Supplier will pay to the GDT. Yeah. And you can claim this VAT for the local purchase as a VAT credit. So now you have credit 1 and 2. And during the month, you also have sell transactions. You sell to the customers with profit. Let's say you sell at 1,005. Then you charge 10% VAT to your customers. So the VAT, 10% to the customers is 150. Yeah, this is called VAT. VAT output. Yeah. The VAT on purchase, basically input. Yeah. Whether it's import or local purchase, we call input. But the VAT charge on sale to the customers is VAT output. Okay. Now we have input or VAT credit, same VAT input. Sometimes we call VAT input is, we just try to define, VAT charge on our purchase, whether import at whether local purchase, we call input. But why we have another term called VAT credit? Because this input, this VAT input, we can claim as a credit. That's why we call some, input to define VAT that we pay on purchase. VAT charge on our purchase, we call input, VAT input or input tax. Sometimes they call input tax. Yeah, but this VAT input or input tax, we as a taxable person can claim this input as a credit. As a credit. That's why, it turned to a word, a credit. Credit, which means we can use this credit to offset with what we call VAT output. Yeah, because VAT output we collect from our supply. Yeah, and then we collect money from the customers. Okay, if we don't have VAT input or VAT credit, we are going to pay to the government all of it, $150. But because we are allowed to claim VAT credit or VAT input, then we can use this to offset with our output. Okay. Now we have VAT output 150 here, and then we have VAT input can turn into what we call a credit. When we utilize that credit, the input to calculate to offset with the output, we call VAT credit. So we have 100 plus 20. So our VAT credit is 120. So we take output minus credit. If we see a positive numbers, which means we have to pay this to the government. Yeah, if it is positive. But when we take output minus credit, see positive, we pay to the government. But if we see negative, which means government owe us, which means we still have a credit left, credit left. But now we have output 150 minus 120, we see 30 positive numbers. So then we have to pay this to GDT. Yeah, what we call VTU or VT liabilities. Yeah. Everyone follow? Yeah. We use output minus input. If we see the positive number, which means we had to pay to the government. This is the VT liability we have. But this time, what we calculate VTU or VT liability. This is VT, what we call VT credit. Let's say in case, yeah, we have the same import value. We have the same purchase during the months. Okay, we have VAT input will turn into our credit 100 plus 20s. But our sale transaction is lower. It's lower compared to previous example. So our sale transaction here only $950. So then our VAT output only 95 because 10% on 950. So then we take 95 minus 120, we will have a negative number of 25. So this 25, what we call is our VAT credit carry forward, which means the government owe us. Yeah, the government owe us. We can use this $25 as what we call credit carry forward. So how are we going to use this credit carry forward? Which means use to calculate next month VAT due or maybe VAT credit. As I mentioned many times that if we are a taxable person, if the government owe us, we can get a refund, we can get money back. So you can carry, this credit for many months you want to, or if you don't want to, you can claim a refund. You can get the money back. You can get $25 back if you have a credit for 3 consecutive months. Let's say now March, okay, sorry, November 2010, we have 25 credit. December 2010, we also have some credit, which means our input is more than output. Yeah, and then January 2011, we also have a credit. Still, like 3 consecutive months, we have a credit. Then you can get a refund back from the government. We don't lose it. We can get a refund back. So this credit will use to calculate, the next month VAT due or VAT credit. Let's say now you just assume we have end of November. Do we have more? Okay, November 2010. Okay, credit of 25. Let's assume I change this to December. So all of the transactions are the same, but just assume we have $25 credit. So how we calculate this? Can you try? Okay, let's assume all of this is a December transaction up to here. And assume that we have $25 $50 credit from last month. Can you calculate whether we have VAT, do we have VAT due or we have VAT credit for December? Let's say, just assume that we import the same amounts of goods, we purchase the same amounts during the months, 200. Yes, of course, we are going to have the same VAT input. And just assume we have the same sale, 950. How much our VAT due or VAT credit? We'll have VAT credit of 50. Okay. Yeah. Because so here you're going to do this because input during the month gonna be 100 on import, 20 on purchase. Okay, we add it up, but we do have a VAT credit from last month, 25. Then we added this another $25. So our VAT credit will change from 120 to 145. Okay, 95 minus 145, it's gonna be 50. It changed. By December, we have 50. So our credit is increased. Last month we have 25, November 25, and December we also have another 25. So total credit is 50s. And then we can carry forward to, to offset with our output in the next month. Yeah. Now we increase from 25 to 50 because our purchase is the same, our sale the same. And that's why we keep, having a credit of 25 each month. Okay. Okay, remember this. I want you to try one more. By December, when we have VAT credit, $50. Okay. Forget this. Let's change this to Jan 2011. Assume we have the same purchase, but now our sale not drop, but increase. Not this, it will increase to okay. So your VAT output here gonna be 120. Can you calculate the VAT? So here will turn into 120. Yeah. But here, we still have 120, plus 20, but the credit we have from December will be 50. So our VAT credit $70. So then we will have a minus of 50. Yeah, we still have a credit of 50. Yeah, we maintaining 50. So now you can see that now you have VAT credit for 3 consecutive months. November 2010, December 2010, still credit 50. Now we are in January 2011. We still have credit 50. So what we going to do with this? You can carry forward. That's your option, your choice. Say, hey, I carry the 50 to offset with my output in February, March, or April. Or you choose an option to get a refund. Yeah, you can get refunds. Yeah. So by the end of this January, say, hey, calculate, oh, I have credit. So then the VAT return, they have a box there, say refund. If you want refund, you just, okay, now you have a credit 50, and then you complete in the box, say, I want to get a refund this 50. Okay, then you can just complete the VAT return form, put number $50. Okay, the government will review your returns after you submit. If they agree with you, they refund. If they don't, yeah, you're gonna keep it. And then they issue the official letter, say, hey, I reject for refund because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reasons. So after they reject your refunds, what happens? Okay. You request for refunds and they reject it. What happens? Are you happy? Are you crying? Of course not. Huh? Fighting. She said fighting. Okay. Okay. So fight. What do you mean by fighting? Call them, go on the rings and try start boxing, or fighting. Yeah, I mean, you can have a chance to protest. We don't call fighting. So fighting is, you use the, it's not a good way to say it. So we can have a chance to protest if we review the reason, which is not in accordance with the law. Sometimes they reject because of we don't provide them invoice, or we don't have sufficient document, or we claim VAT wrong time or wrong period or something like that. But if you can prove that all of the reason that I explained to you is not correct, then you can protest by submitting an official letter explaining and attached with the support document. Okay. Okay, so that is how we're going to calculate VAT. So you calculate all input and then keep it aside, and then we start to calculate VAT outputs, and then we take output minus input. If we see positive numbers, we pay to the government. If we see negative, government owe us. Yeah. As a taxable person, we are not paying VAT. All of you, including me, is the one who pay VAT. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we will have some exercise. No worry. Yeah, how to do all of this. But before we doing some exercise, more example. Now we learn what we call mixed taxable supply first. Mixed taxable supply, or we call mixed supply, which means you do a supply of taxable and non-taxable. Yeah, as you see, a VAT principle, you can claim VAT input only on purchase for a taxable supply. If you are doing a non-taxable supply, you cannot claim VAT inputs. Yeah, you cannot. So your VAT will become your cost. You have to record this as a cost, not a VAT credit. Okay, but if you do we call mixed taxable supply, if you cannot identify clearly which purchase for taxable supply, which purchase for non-taxable supply, you should use this, what we call ABC formula. ABC formula is the formula to calculate a VAT credit that we can claim. Sometimes we purchase like $1 million, all VAT, but that's $1 million purchase. Maybe 50% support taxable supply, another 50% support non-taxable supply. Yeah. So under the VAT law, you only can claim credit on the purchase that support taxable supply only. Okay, sometimes you cannot identify clearly, then they use this formula. So what is ABC? This is to calculate VAT credit. Or VAT input. Yeah. You take A multiply B over C. So what is A mean? A, what we call total amounts of input for the period, which means total amount of input. Let's say you have a purchase of $10,000 and all of supplier VAT register, then they will charge you 10% VAT. Then you have $1,000 input tax. Okay, so that's VAT on your purchase for months. You know, because VAT, we do a monthly tax filing, so we have to calculate on a monthly basis. Let's say we purchase 10,000, all of purchase are subject to VAT, and then the VAT input or credit is 1,000. Okay, what is B? B, total value of taxable supply, total value of taxable supply, exclusive of VAT. By a taxable person during the period. Okay, so this B is a taxable supply. Let's say you have a taxable supply during the month, which means your sale, taxable sale. $5,000. You charge 10% VAT to customer. So your VAT going to be output is 500. Okay. And C stands for total value of taxable supply and non-taxable supply. So B, you charge $500 VAT to the customer, you collect 5,500. But B, we only take 5,000 because they said taxable supply exclusive of VAT. So we don't account for VAT we charge to the customers. And C stand for a total value of taxable supply, plus non-taxable supply, exclusive of VAT, made by a taxable person during the period, other than the value of non-taxable supply of the transfer business. But we don't allow what we call transfer business. Okay. We only focus on actually sell, not a business transfer. So, but, you know, because some company, they do the sale during the month, but maybe sometime during the month, they transfer some part of business or whole of the business. So the sale from the transfer of business or the revenue generated from this transfer of business is not count. It's not count. So we only count a sale, you know. Okay, so now we have a taxable supply of 5,000. Let's say non-taxable supply of another 4,000. Okay, now you know B, you know C, and you know A. Then you can calculate. A equal, how much is it A? A 1,000. This is A. This is B. How about C? C equal for B plus 4,000. Okay, then 9,000. Yeah. Sorry, not B 4,000. B is 4,000. B for 5,000, C 4,000. Yeah, go too fast. No, yeah, correct. Yeah, okay. I confuse myself. Okay. C equal B plus non-taxable supply. Non-taxable supply is 4,000. So okay, A is 1,000 because it's a taxable, input tax on purchase for the month. We assume B is 5,000. B is a taxable supply. And C is total value of taxable plus non-taxable. So I assumes 4,000 is non-taxable supply. So C will equal 4,000 plus B. It's going to be 9,000. So we know A, we know B, we know C. Can you calculate the VAT input? How much is it? VAT credit. $555.56, then 556. I don't have the same answer. Same. Why smiling? Same. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you just replace A 1,000 here, right? Multiply by B 5,000 divided by 9,000. So then you will get. Okay, as you can see, amongst the VAT input, as you can see, there's a VAT input, VAT on our purchase. But the credit we can have only 556, not on 1,000. Now you can see the difference between what we call VAT input, as a general definition for VAT input, which means VAT on our purchase. Yeah, VAT on our purchase. But sometimes you can claim all of it as a credit. Sometimes you can only claim some of it. If you do a mixed taxable supply, you have to use this formula. So on 1,000 input tax, the credit you can claim to offset with your output only 556, not 1,000. So the remaining is a non-credit input claim. And then the remaining amount will become our expense. So then now you know your credit is. Can you calculate your VAT, whether you have VAT liability or VAT credit? Now you know how much your output, right? How much your output? High 500. This is your output. How much is your credit? 556. So then you take output minus 556. Then you will have what we call VAT credit carry forward of 56. You take output, your output minus input, minus credit. So output is 500 minus 556. You will get 56, a negative number. So this is your VAT credit. Yeah. So you have a credit carry forward of $56. But if you can claim all 1,000, it's gonna be a good for you, right? Yeah. 1,000 is credit seem like cash, cash. Yeah, cash or cash equivalent. to me, for VAT, seems like cash equivalent because you can get a refund. Some credit you cannot get a refund. It's not a cash equivalent, but VAT is kind of a cash equivalent. So yeah, ABC rule, we call mixed taxable supply. It's during final exam, they not come out of 10s, but sometimes they come. Yeah, they ask you, during final exam, you cannot skip it. You cannot skip it. You need to understand ABC. ABC is not a beer, okay? Yeah. ABC for VAT. ABC for beer is different. Yeah. Can make you happy, beer, ABC beer make you happy, but VAT, ABC for VAT make you headache. Okay. Okay. I know many of you don't drink. I'm talking about drinking alcohol. Okay. No? No alcohol? Okay. Any one of you? Okay. That's why the company produce alcohol drink now, they find it difficult to sell the product because many young generation don't drink. Okay. Good for the countries. But only maybe only you here, but other young generation they drink a lot. Okay. Questions? Clear or not clear? Yeah. Okay, good. Then we can move on. Okay, that's a rule. We do a mixed taxable supply. As you can see, we can use ABC formula to calculate VAT credit, right? VAT credit. But they have a rule here. They said before you calculate B or C, sorry, ABC, you need to take into account, before you do it, you need to calculate B over C first. They said supply, subject to apply the above formula where the fraction of the B over C is between 0.05 to 0.95 only. So it means you can use ABC when B over C between 0.05 to 0.95 only. But if out of that, ranks, you don't need to use ABC. Okay, what does it mean? So our B over C, 5,000, our 9,000. So equal 0.56. Okay, now we are in that rank, yeah, in between that. So that's why we can calculate using ABC. But if they said where the fraction B over C is less than 0.05, if it's less than 0.05, the input tax shall not be allowed as input tax credit for the month, which means our taxable supply very small. So this is equal to 56%. This is like 5%. Yeah. So if your taxable supply compared to total supply less than 5%, your input tax gone. Cannot claim. Yeah, input tax is gone. Okay, but they said if the fractions more than 95, so this is 95%. If your taxable supply more than 95%, I mean all your input tax become your VAT credit. You can claim all of it. Yeah, you don't need to use ABC formulas. Okay, that's the rule. So before you calculate ABC, you have to calculate the fraction first, B over C. If it's lower than 5%, forget about ABC formula. If more than 95%, yes, we can claim all of it. No, don't use ABC. But if in between 5 to 95%, then we use ABC formula. Okay. I see, yeah, they ask quite often about this. Oh, if, the fraction B over C is less than 5, more than 95, we can claim VAT input credit or cannot claim VAT input credit like that. So you need to remember this. So if your taxable supply less than 5, all VAT input gone. You cannot claim as a credit. But if more than 95, you can claim. So 5 to 95, between that ranks, we use ABC formula. Okay. But the GDT allow you, provide you a flexibilities on how going to you want to use or don't want to use. They said in some circumstances, GDT may allow to use another alternative method by separating, what we call separating VAT input for taxable supply and non-taxable supply. Okay, if you can separate, let's say amongst the $10,000 you purchase, maybe here, you say, oh, I can split it clearly. Yeah, I can split it. Let's say 5,000 is to support taxable supply. And another 5,000 is not clear. Not clear whether it's support taxable or non-support not support taxable supply. If you can split it like that, which means this 5,000, which you are paying a 10% VAT on 5,000, you can claim it, all of it. And then another 5,000 purchase, which you can say, hey, unclear whether it's support taxable or non-support. It's kind of a mix. Then you use ABC formula only on the 5,000 purchase, not on a 10,000 purchase. Okay. They also provide you a flexibility on how you can do it. You can use, you don't want to have a headache sometimes, trying to justify taxable, mix taxable, non-taxable, oh, it's too much. Okay. All purchase, ABC, okay, can. But if you are a detailed person, you have a system to track. Hey, if I buy for a taxable supply, we'll go to this, go to that. You can use your system and can track it, then you can do it. Okay, so based on my example, if you can track it, 5,000 directly support a taxable supply, and then the 10% VAT on that supply fully claim. Okay, another 5,000, which is you cannot decide whether to support taxable or non-taxable. It's a mixed supply. Okay, now we use ABC only on the 5,000 purchase. It said non-taxable, if it is possible, or use about formula A multiplied by B over C, if it is difficult to separate. Yeah. If you can separate, you can separate. If you're difficult to separate, you use ABC. Just one formula is enough. Okay, that is flexibility. Okay, the problem is practice. Okay, I tell you in practice, under the law, they said, provide you flexibility. If you can separate, you separate it. And then if one you cannot separate, you use ABC. It means you can use two formulas, two formulas to calculate VAT credit during the month. One is direct formula, which is, claim all of it. And another formula is ABC on the purchase that cannot be split. Okay, the law allows you to do that. But in practice, if you want to implement that two formula, you need to submit a request to the GDT. Request for the approval. Say, hello, hello, Mr. Officer. Yeah, I want to have your approval on my request, which to use you know, a direct claims, which something I can separate it. And also the rest I will use ABC. If they approve, you can do it. If they don't approve, you know, it means you cannot do it. Then you can use either one. But ABC is going to be the best option for you if they don't approve for the two formulas. In practice, not many taxpayer, when they have a mixed supply, request to the GDT. They just implement it. They just implemented two formula. And recently, the tax department reject the, the method that we are used, the two method that we are used, because they said, based on law, you should request me first. Now you don't request. Yeah, you implement it by yourself. So we don't accept the separate claim. So then they will calculate only use ABC or, okay, only one formula only. Okay, so I see now happen, but this practice has been implemented, the VAT law implemented since 1999. So we apply, this flexibility rule for a long time. Before they don't question, but just in the last couple of years they question. They want to get pre-approval before we can implement. Okay. This is how you calculate VAT credit if you do a mixed supply, which means taxable and non-taxable. Yeah. Questions? Question? No. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Move on. Okay. That formula used on a monthly basis. But now they say that a mixed taxable supply, or what we call taxable or non-taxable supply, you also allowed to do what we call annual calculation of deductible input VAT. So you do on a monthly basis. You do on a monthly basis. But maybe on a monthly, there are fluctuation in terms of the taxable supply, right? If some month the taxable supply, you have a taxable supply, you do both, but some month your taxable supply is lower than 5%. Yeah, if your taxable supply below 50%, below 50%, your VAT input credit claim also less. If some month it down to less than 5%, so you cannot claim anything. Okay, maybe some month you have higher with taxable supply, you have less non-taxable supply, and then your VAT input claim up and down, up and down, up and downs. Then a monthly calculation may not reflect your, what they say, that your interest, interest may not provide a better position for you in terms of claiming VAT. So then they say, okay, to be fair with you, you do a calculation on a monthly basis, but I allow you to do 1 year adjustments. Okay, let's say, you take all whole year taxable supply, non-taxable supply, and do one more calculation. And if your annual calculations provide you a better position, it means allow you to claim more VAT credit, yes, you can do adjustment at the end. But if it's lower, okay, just forget about it. Just claim based on a monthly basis, because we actually claim high already. So based on the rule they provide you, another flexibility, say, but to do a new adjustment, they said, in the first month of the following calendar years, the taxable person who made a calculation input tax by applying a formula A multiplied by BOC, he or she shall calculate deductible input tax of the previous calendar year by using the above formula based on total annual amounts. Yeah. So we do a filing from Jan to December. Okay, we claim VAT input based on a monthly basis. Okay, and next year, which means January, let's say now 2025, we do a VAT calculation, Jan to December 2025. And then we will do the adjustment in January 2026 tax return. So then now until January 2026, now we know how much is our, taxable supply is, right? We cannot do before that. We only do when we close account. When we close account, then we know how much is our supply is, our sale. How much is taxable, how much is non-taxable. And at the same time, we know how much is our purchase and how much is our VAT input credit during the month. Okay, then at this time, we take a whole year's numbers and use, ABC formula, same thing. If we apply, we calculate the same thing, but it's before we apply on a monthly basis, now we do on a yearly basis. And then we compare. If you add on the credit you claim during the month for 12 months, compare with your annual calculation. If your monthly lower than the annual, you say, hey, I forget about my monthly calculation. Now I take the numbers, the annual calculation. Okay, but if you calculate on a monthly basis, add it up 12 months compared to annual, and with input claim is higher. Input claim is higher than the annual adjustment, annual calculations. Okay, don't do anything. Forget about it. And then when the tax officer asks why you don't do any adjustment, say, oh, I'm happy with my monthly claim. Yeah, because you calculate and you see that added all 12 months, you claim with input credit claim higher than annual numbers. Okay, but if you see less, then you use the annual number. Yeah, you are allowed to do that. Yeah. Okay, so this is a rule that provide you some sort of a flexibility, provide you more options, to do any adjustments. But yeah, not many people doing that. Yeah, again, you said that's ABC rule. Remember, we don't include what we call taxable supply on business transfer. So everyone know, right, business transfer, because business transfer is a non-taxable supply in nature. Yeah, we can request for a VAT exemptions when we do a business transfer. As I said, business transfer, business is an asset of a company. When we transfer the business, which means we're selling asset. If we're selling asset based on a VAT law, it's a taxable supply. But there's a special rule for the business transfer. We can get exemptions. We can get exemptions. Yeah, business transfer, we transfer everything. We sell everything, including employee and client, suppliers. Yeah, as I said, we can sell employees for money. Okay. But employee, as a human being, you can speak, right? You have a right to reject if you don't want to be sold. Yeah. If you don't want to be sold, then you say, hey, I don't want to go to another business, to another company. Okay. Okay, let's continue. I just briefly discussed. Let's say that if annual adjustment more than a VAT return credit, the balance shall be recorded as a credit in the first month of the following year. Yeah, I already said that. If your annual calculation is more than the monthly, the excess amount becomes your credit. Yeah, you record this credit in the following year. What happens if you don't do in January, you do in February or March? Do you allow to do so? So, oh, in January, I'm too busy closing account. I don't have times. Okay, I will do in February. Can you say that? No, right? No, the law said very clear. Must be first month of the following years. You cannot delay. Okay, if you forget to do it or you don't do it, which means you lost your right to do it adjustments. Okay, but they said if the less than the return credit, the balance shall be regarded as a tax debit, which is to be paid through the monthly tax return of the first month. And that's why I said, if you add 12 months credit, let's say you can get 1,000, but this is you claim during the year. This is happen when you can get a credit, when monthly credit. So if monthly credit you have less than annual, you can get credit. But this time, when monthly credit, so if your monthly credit, let's say 12 months, now is 1,000, but the annual only 900. Okay. And this time, let's say your monthly is 1,000, but your annual is 1,000 and 100. So then you can get a credit, more credit of $100. This one, what will happen? Your monthly, so you will need to pay $100 to GDT. Will you do that? Yeah, you look so stupid. Get credit, you're happy. Okay, I will do it. But if I'm going to pay more, okay, forget about it. Oh yeah, why you don't do this year? I'm so busy with my closing accounts. This year is too difficult for me. Okay, I give up my right to do adjustment. But actually you did a calculation, but it find out you are going to pay more to the GDTs. Then you don't want to do it. Yeah, then you don't need to do it. But the law said, if you do adjustment, if you calculate and you want to do adjustment, you see this, then you need to pay $100 more to the GDT. Okay. Fair rule. It's fair to you? You think it's fair? Okay. Hopefully, yeah. Okay, now we discussed about what we call taxable supply. We said that purchase related to taxable supply, purchase that directly support the business, especially the taxable supply business. The input tax you can claim as a credit. But some input tax, even though actually support your business, but you cannot claim as a credit. I said before. Yeah, just a main. It said tax paid on goods and services for a non-registered VAT. Supplied by non-registered VAT. Yeah, if you purchase from non-registered VAT, you cannot claim, but that's no VAT anyway. Yeah. Okay, but now we include one purchase from what with small tax. If you are medium and large, when you purchase from small taxpayer, you cannot claim VAT input credit. Yeah. If you are a VAT register, you purchase from small taxpayer, you cannot claim VAT credit. Yeah. Do you remember small taxpayer, how they're going to pay VAT? Yeah, they only pay 10% on the 20% of taxable supply only. And they don't need to calculate, input tax or output tax. So they only pay VAT on the supply only. And for small taxpayer, they do not allow, under the law, do not allow to issue VAT invoice. Yeah. So and that's why we cannot claim VAT input on purchase from a small taxpayer. And next, VAT paid on purchases or imports of automobiles, unless that person is in the business dealing in or hiring such automobile. You know, the terms automobile means any automobile design solely for transportation of persons, not exceed 10 in numbers, which means 10 seats. When you buy a car that designed for a transport of persons, yeah, and that car have just up to 10 seats, then you cannot claim VAT input, even though the car used for the business. Yeah, you can claim VAT input when you buy a car that has more than 10 seats. Yeah, you know, a car more than 10 seats. Vans, right? Van, bus. But that's only the car designed for transportation of passengers, not a car designed for transportation of goods. If the car designed or produced for transportation of goods, it doesn't matter, 1, 2, or 3, or 4 seats, you can claim VAT input. But they kind of like restrict you, because the idea is that, you know, in many countries, they do not allow or want a business to buy a car for business use. It's a, you know, because the car which have a seat up to 10 or less, we kind of a luxury car, right? It's a luxury and also expensive. Yeah, sedan, SUV, minivans, you know, all of those is kind of luxury, right? A luxury car. So he said, oh, a waste of money. You should use this money to do more business, not invest in luxury car. You know, for them, from a tax point of view, it seemed like a waste of money, and that's why they restrict on the VAT input claim. But if you are in the business selling car, taxis, or hiring a car rent, you know, then you can claim input, because when you buy a car, it is directly support your business activity. It is direct expenses. But if you are not in that kind of business, you just use as a office, you know, use. Yeah, for them it's not really direct. But if you want to claim, okay, you buy a van, 12 seat, 14 or 16. Yeah, you can. តាមក្រសួងមានឡាន បាទក្រសួងណាក៏មានឡានដែរណារដ្ឋយើងសម្បូរលុយឡានហ្នឹងហើយបងប្អូនខ្ញុំធ្វើការរដ្ឋឡានរដ្ឋតំណែងធំមនុស្សទានយុគឋាននេះឡានម្នាក់មួយម្នាក់ពីរហើយជិះសិតតែប្រែដូជិះសិតតែហ្នឹងហើយអូខេសួរថាមិនចង់សួរថាឡានហ្នឹងមិនវិញបាទខ្ញុំនិយាយរដ្ឋយើងមានលុយច្រើនយើងសម្បូរលុយអូខេហ្នឹងហើយមកពីនៅយើងពិបាកខ្ញុំចង់និយាយចឹងណានៅស្រុកយើងអត់មាន public transportation ដែលវា convenient តែពេលគេ restrict នៅប្រទេសមួយចំនួន public transportation មកគេ convenient គេមាន taxi ទៅនេះទៅនោះ taxi ដូចនៅខ្ញុំទៅវៀតណាមចឹងនៅវៀតណាមតាមក្រុមហ៊ុនគឺអត់មាន invest ឡានទេបើទិញឡានគឺអត់អាច claim depreciation បានទៀតអូខេយើង accounting យើង depreciate បានធម្មតាអ្នកខ្លះអាចក៏មេធំទៅយើងគេទិញឡានឲ្យទៅមេធំមួយចឹងទៅអញ្ចឹងឡានសម្រាប់បុគ្គលិកទៅណាទៅប្រជុំអីចឹងគេអត់មានឡានទេគេជិះ taxi ទៅទាំងអស់ដូចយើងធ្វើការក៏ដោយ week 4 ទៅវៀតណាមអីចង់ទៅ audit ក្រុមហ៊ុនជិះ taxi ទៅប៉ុន្តែ company គេ pay ថ្លៃ taxi នឹងឲ្យ yes ប៉ុន្តែយើងគេអត់មានឡានទេបើនៅយើងនេះគេមានឡានដឹកទៅហ្នឹងក្រុមហ៊ុនពួកហ្នឹងគេមានឡានពី3ដឹកយើងទៅហើយពេលខ្លះ ក្រុមហ៊ុនឡានក្រុមហ៊ុនក្រយើងប្រើតាក់ស៊ីដែរមែនទេយើងកន្លែងខ្ញុំភិកច្រើនឡានអត់គ្រាន់ណាប្រើ Grab ចឹងទៅគឺច្រើនពេកចឹងយើងប្រើដូចគ្នាបើនៅវៀតណាមនៅថៃក្រុមហ៊ុនចឹងអត់មានតែមេធំមួយគេទិញមកគឺសម្រាប់តែមេនឹងបើកប្រើទេចឹងបុគ្គលិកទូទៅណាទៅណីតាក់ស៊ីប៉ុន្តែ public transportation គេ yes តាក់ស៊ីគេក៏ឈរពុកមកពុកទៅវឹងឯនេះខលផងឲ្យផងវេទនាប៉ុន្តែរដ្ឋនៅស្រុកយើងគឺយើងអនុញ្ញាតយើង claim tax depreciation យើង claim deduction បានប៉ុន្តែអ្វីដែល restrict only VAT ដែលយើងមើលទៅថាបើទិញឡានដែលមានកៅអីត្រឹម10គឺចាត់ទុកថា luxury ចឹងយើងអាចសុំ VAT បានទេចឹងបើយើងចង់ទិញសុំ VAT input claim បានយើងទិញ12កៅអីមកvan ទៅយ៉ាងនិយាយចឹងណាចឹងពួកmini vans ឃើញបានកៅអី7 Alpha អីbut only apply for transportation of passenger ប៉ុន្តែយើង include មួយទៀតនៅស្រុកយើង include ជា luxury ពួក pick up truck យើងមានកៅអីមែន5មែនទេមក2ក្រោយ3ជិះបាន5នាក់អញ្ចឹង pick up truck គេ change status របស់វាឆ្នាំ2016គេដូរពីមុន pick up truck គឺជាឡានដឹកទំនិញទេមិនមែនឡានសម្រាប់ដឹកមនុស្សទេប៉ុន្តែនៅស្រុកខ្មែរយើងដូចមិនសូវមានលុយណាជិះទៅលុយដែរអញ្ចឹងយើងប្រើ pick up truck ជិះសម្រាប់ធ្វើការអត់មែនទៅដឹកទំនិញអត់មែនចូលចំការទៅស្រុកស្រែទេដល់អញ្ចឹងរដ្ឋាភិបាលឃើញអញ្ចឹង change asset ហ្នឹងមានតែស្រុកយើងឯងស្រុកគេនៅតែ pick up truck គឺជាឡានដឹកទំនិញដដែលទេស្រុកយើងដូរនៅឆ្នាំ2016មកជាឡានគេថាអីគេនៅភាសាខ្មែរយើងហៅឡានទេសចរយើងមើលក្នុងការគ្រីឡានណាប្រភេទឡានទេសចរហ្នឹងគឺឡានសម្រាប់ដឹកមនុស្សតោះមិនឡានទេសចរនិងឡានដឹកទំនិញអូខេអញ្ចឹងប្រភេទឡានយើងប្រើពាក្យឡានទេសចរហ្នឹងមិនមែនអីគេ bus ទៅណាតិចច្រឡំអាហ្នឹងពួកឡានដែលបញ្ជាក់ថាឡានសម្រាប់ដឹកមនុស្សអូខេឥឡូវយើងដឹង yeah we know if we purchase a car for transportation of people equal to 10 or less we cannot claim VAT input another one VAT on entertainments amusements and recreation unless the taxable person is the business providing entertainment amusement and recreation the term entertainment they provide here they said provision of food beverage tobacco accommodation hospitalities of any kind ប៉ុន្តែពេលខ្លះ entertainment សំខាន់សម្រាប់ business ពិសេសរស់ស៊ីជាមួយខាងចិនអត់ប៉ាវផឹកស៊ីទេអត់ sign contract ផឹកស៊ី entertain ចលងអូខេប៉ុន្តែទោះបីជាសំខាន់ក៏ដោយមានថាប៉ាវគេម្ដងអស់ 5000 គេ sign $10 million contract VAT charge ទៅលើហ្នឹងក៏យើងអាច claim ជា input បានអូខេលើម៉ោង 9 ហើយអញ្ចឹងទឹកក្រោយយើងខ្វះទឹកក្រោយយើងមានពេលមួយទឹកទៀតណា only withholding tax ចេះ only បាទថ្ងៃច័ន្ទថ្ងៃច័ន្ទសប្តាហ៍ក្រោយ quiz ថ្ងៃច័ន្ទសប្តាហ៍ក្រោយតែមុនវល់ពេកឥឡូវរៀបចំប្រជុំ partner meeting